Welcome to math class today. Today we are going to be working on unit rates, which is ratio, lesson number 8. Our goal today is to be able to describe a unit rate and solve unit rate problems. So we've done quite a lot with ratios and started with rates, and today we're going to solve some real-world problems using unit rates. So we've got to know what that is to start with. A unit rate is the comparison of two quantities using division. So we always, when we find a unit rate, we divide to get to 1. We're trying to get one of our quantities down to 1. It is also a ratio. So one of the quantities in a unit rate will always be scaled down to 1. So find unit rates, divide to get to 1. We see ratios scaled down to 1 when we say things like miles per hour or price per gallon. It means we've scaled it all the way down to how many miles in 1 hour or how much money it is for 1 gallon of something. Today we're going to be using the tools we've learned about in previous lessons to solve these unit rate problems. We are going to be focusing on price today and being able to find unit rate with price. So let's get started. So here's our first problem. When making pizza, Tony spent $76 to make 19 pizzas. Find the price that Tony spent per pizza. So that word per indicates that I'm trying to find a unit rate. I know how much Tony spent for 19 pizzas, but I want to scale that all the way down to 1. I want to find out how much Tony spent on 1 pizza. So let's set up our rate, which is $76 for 19 pizzas. What I would like to find is how much it is for 1 pizza. So I'm just finding an equivalent ratio. I'm going to divide. This also means 76 divided by 19. So to get to 1, I need to divide by 19. So I'm going to do that to both the top and bottom of my ratio. And 76 divided by 19 is 4. So it is $4 for 1 pizza, or $4 per pizza. As you can see, I have scaled it down to 1 on the bottom. So I have a unit rate, $4 per pizza. All right, let's try another one. 12 sodas can be bought for the price of $3. How many sodas can you buy with $4.50? Okay, so we're going to first find the unit rate by scaling it down to 1. In this case, we're going to find the cost of 1 soda. You could find the cost per $1 or the cost per 1 soda, but for our problem, we're going to say that it is $3 for 12 sodas. I want to find how much is it for 1 soda. So I'm going to divide to get to 1. So 3 divided by 12, because I'm going to divide by 12 to get to 1, I'm going to do that same thing here. So 3 divided by 12 is 1/4. You can see that in fraction form even better. 3/12 is 1/4. When I'm talking money, 1/4 is 25 cents. So it is 25 cents for 1 soda. So how many sodas can I buy if I have $4.50? So I'm looking for how many sodas. So what would I need to multiply? Now I'm scaling up. 25 cents by to get $4.50. So in my head, I'm thinking, well, there's 4 quarters in $1. So there I have $4. So 4 times 4 is 16. And then 50 cents is another 2 quarters. So I have 18 quarters in my $4.50. So I would need to times this by 18 to get to $4.50. So I'm also going to times this by 18. And 1 times 18 is 18. So for $4.50, I can get 18 sodas. So we got there by getting the unit rate first. So this one right here is my unit rate. 25 cents per soda is the unit rate. Then I can use that unit rate to find the cost of any number of sodas that I want. All right, John books a room in a hotel. It costs him $600 for a 3-night stay. Find the cost of one night. Since I'm finding the cost of one night, I'm going to find a unit rate. So here's the information that I have. It is $600 for 3 nights. Remember that fractions are just division problems, so that really means 600 divided by 3. I want to know how much is it for one night? So I can see to get from 3 nights to one night, I would need to divide by 3. So I'm going to divide by 3, and 600 divided by 3 is $200. So that right there is my unit rate. It is $200 per night. Now I can use that unit rate and scale up to find the rest of my problem. Find the cost of 7 nights. So if it's $200 for one night, how much would it be for 7 nights? Well, to get from one night to 7 nights, I'm going to times by 7. So I need to times by 7 on the top too. And 200 times 7 is 1,400. So for 7 nights, it would cost me $1,400. So again, once we find that unit rate, it's really easy to find any other equivalent ratios once we already know what it is for one. All right, a clothing store makes $54 for every 9 pairs of pants that they sell. How many pairs of pants would be needed to make $270? All right, so it's probably our ultimate goal is to get to $270. So it might be easiest for us to scale down to a unit rate and then to scale back up. So let's set up our ratio. It's $54 for 9 pairs of pants. That's 54 divided by 9. So for one pair of pants, I'm going to divide by 9 and I get $6 for one pair. That's not super duper helpful to me though, because I want to get to $270. So I would need to figure out 6 times what gives me $270. And I think it's going to be 45. If you needed to, you could just figure that out. You could do 270 divided by 6 over here if you needed to figure out what you were scaling up by. And it's 45. So then you need to multiply that one by 45 as well. So it looks like for $270, I could get 45, or to make $270, I would need to sell 45 pairs of pants. All right. When shopping for t-shirts, Jim finds that he can buy 6 t-shirts for $57. At this rate, how much would it cost to buy 4 t-shirts? All right, so again, we're going to need to scale down and find the unit rate, and then we can go from the unit rate to finding 4. So if I have $57 for 6 t-shirts, that means 57 divided by 6. So that's what I'm going to do to find one t-shirt. And 6 doesn't go into 57 evenly, so I'm probably going to have a decimal in there. So if you need to, go ahead and figure that out. 57 divided by 6 is going to be 9.50. So it's $9.50 for one t-shirt. The question asked me, how much will it cost for 4 t-shirts? So to get from 1 to 4, I need to scale up by 4. So I'm going to scale up by 4 here. So you need to do $9.50 times 4. If you do that correctly, you will get $38. So it is $38 for 4 t-shirts. So once again, once we had that unit rate, it's really easy to find the answer and get anywhere we need to go. All right, time for you to give it a shot on your own. Eve streamed 14 movies and spent $56. Find the price per movie. Put the video on pause and see if you can find it on your own, and then turn it back on and check your answer. Okay, so I know that it is $56 for 14 movies. If I want the price per movie, that means I want to figure out how much it is for one movie. That's just dividing by 14. 56 divided by 14. So 56 divided by 14 is 4. So my answer would be $4 for one movie, or $4 per movie. All right, which store has the best price for strawberries? So as I look here, I've got different numbers of strawberries and different costs. So probably the easiest way to compare them is to find the unit rate, the cost per strawberry. Or we can find how many strawberries you get for $1. I don't know, it might be easiest to do that. So if I get 11 strawberries for $2, so 11 halves, that means 11 divided by 2, that would be 5.5 strawberries for $1. So I'm just going to write that. I'm going to make this writing a little bit smaller. And let's do 5.5 for $1. Okay, so if I have 23 strawberries for $5, I have, let's see, 23 strawberries for $5. That is 4 3/5 or 4.6. So 4.6 strawberries per dollar. Again, all I did was divide to get to 1. I would have 4 3/5, which is 4.6 over 1. Okay, let's try store number 3. Let's get rid of this here so we have some more space. So it's 68 strawberries for $14. So 68 strawberries for $14. So 68, if I'm going to divide to get to 1, I need to do 68 divided by 14. And I would get 5. Let's see, 68 divided by 14. I don't know. I'm going to have to work that out down here. So 5, nope, 4, erase. Okay. 4 gives me 56, and then 12. Let's see, what is that? 14, so it would be 8. So about 4.8. I'm just going to leave it at that. So 4.8 for $1. And the last one is 80 strawberries for $16. So 80 divided by 16 is going to be, I'm going to have to work that one out here. Let's see, 5. Oh, that one worked out much nicer. So that equals 80. So that would be 5 strawberries for $1. So it looks like which store has the best price for strawberries. It looks like this store number 1, you get more strawberries for your dollar than you do at any of the other stores. So it looks like the best buy is going to be store number 1 because you get 5.5 strawberries for your dollar. And here you get a little less than 5 strawberries, and here you get exactly 5 strawberries. Elaine buys an 8-pack of soda cans for $5.20. Find the unit rate and then fill in the table. So $5.20 divided by 8, because I would have $5.20 over 8. So 520 divided by 8. So that's going to be 65 cents. So it looks like our unit rate is 65 cents per can. So how much would it be for 10 sodas? Well, to get from 1 soda to 10 sodas, I would multiply by 10. So multiplying by 10 is really easy. I just get to move that decimal 1 place to the right. All right, I am going to skip that next one for just a second, and we're going to do the last one first, and then we'll go back. Okay, 24 sodas. So to get from 1 soda to 24 sodas, I need to multiply by 24. So I can do 65 cents times 24. And I get, looks like $15.60. So it would cost me $15.60 for 24 sodas. All right, so for some reason it wants to keep those things together. So to find how many sodas I can get for $11.70, I'm going to need to use the opposite and divide. So I need to figure out how many 65 cents for 1 soda do I have in $11.70. So if I'm dividing by 65 cents, I'm going to move my decimal over 2 places in both my divisor and my dividend. So I'm going to have 1170 divided by 65. Or did I say 1170? Yeah, I did. So that's 1170. So I have that. So it looks like I can get 18 sodas for $11.70. All right, which store has the best unit rate? So this is very similar to the one that we just did with the strawberries. So put the video on pause and you try it and see if you can figure out which store has the cheapest cost per candy bar. All right, so store number 1 already has a unit rate, so I don't really need to do anything with that. I already know that for 1 candy bar, it's 79 cents. So that's at least pretty easy for me. I don't have to do anything with that. Store number 3 is 10 candy bars per pack. So I'm really just going to need to divide by 10, $8.20 divided by 10, divide to get to 1, and dividing by 10 is pretty easy. I just need to move that decimal place over 1. So it would be 82 cents for 1 candy bar there. $24 divided by 30, again, 24 divided by 30 is going to be 80 cents because 24 divided by 3 is 8. So 80 cents for 1 candy bar. And now I have this 228 divided by 3. So you're going to want to do $2.28 and divide that by 3. So you're going to get 76 cents. So 76 cents for 1 candy bar. So looking at that, my cheapest candy bar is store number 2. It only cost me 76 cents per candy bar, whereas this one is 79, 82, and 80. So store number 2 would be your correct answer. All right, Toby buys milk at the grocery store. He buys 6 gallons of chocolate milk for $9 and 4 gallons of 2% milk at a cost of $5. How much would it cost to buy 3 gallons of chocolate milk and 2 gallons of 2% milk? So we're going to need to find the unit rate, how much it is for 1 gallon. Or actually, in this case, if we have 6 gallons of chocolate milk for $9, for 6 gallons. And my question asks me, what's the cost to buy 3 gallons? So I'm actually just going to divide this by 2 over 2 and get 3 gallons of chocolate milk is $4.50. I could go all the way to the unit rate, but then I have to do an extra step by then multiplying it back by 3. And since I can find an equivalent ratio by just scaling it down by 2, I think I'm going to do that first of all. And then we have 4 gallons for $5. How much would 2 gallons cost? So again, if I have $5 for 4 gallons, how much is it for 2 gallons? I'm just going to scale it down by 2 and divide by 2 and divide by 2, and I get $2.50 for 2 gallons. So I want to do both of these together, so I need to add the $4.50 for my chocolate milk and the $2.50 for my white milk. So I would have $7 is what it would cost me total. So C would be my correct answer, $7 to buy all of that milk. So I didn't actually find the unit rate for that one because that was going to cost me a couple of extra steps to scale it all the way down and then scale it back up. All right, in New York City, it costs $108 to park your car in a parking garage for 18 hours. So this is similar to the other charts that we've done. So put it on pause, you fill out the chart yourself, and then turn it back on and check your answer. So if it's $108 for 18 hours, then I'm going to find the unit rate. I'm going to divide to get to 1 hour. So I'm going to do 108 divided by 18, and that is 6. So my cost, it looks like, is $6 per hour. So if I have $8, $6 for 1 hour, I'm just going to multiply that by 8, and I would get $48 for 8 hours. And 20 hours, I would times 1 times 20, so I'm going to do 6 times 20, which would be 120. That's a 1. Doesn't really look like one though. $120. Now, what if I pay $84? Then how many hours was that? So 1 times 6 times what gives you 84? Because we would need to do 1 times that same thing. So let's work backwards and divide. And I get 14. So 6 times 14 gives me 84. 1 times 14 gives me 14. So 14 hours would cost me $84. Tom's Pizza Parlor sells pizza. That is the wrong kind of sales. In 3 different options. Which option is the best deal? And how much better of a deal is it per slice? So it asks us a little bit different of a question. Okay, so right here we already have for 1 slice, it's $1.25. So we already have a unit rate there. If it's 3 slices for $4.05, let's find the unit rate. What is the cost per slice that we're paying there? So $4.05 divided by 3 is $1.35. So we're paying $1.35 per slice with that one. And we're paying $7.80 for 6 slices. So let's divide by 6 to scale it all the way down to 1. And it's $1.30 per slice there. So it looks like the 1 slice option is the best deal because you're only paying $1.25 for each slice. So how much better is it of a deal? So let's compare it to the next one, which is the 6 slices down here, which is $1.30 per slice. So the 1 slice option is 5 cents per slice cheaper. It's not 5 cents cheaper. it's 5 cents per slice because we're comparing how much it is for one slice. So how much better of a deal is it per slice? It is 5 cents per slice cheaper. All right, our last problem is very similar, so you're going to give this one a try on your own. Read it, give it a try, and then check your answer. Kelly's Supermarket sells dried fruit in different sizes. Which package is the best value? So we're going to look at the cost per ounce. So if it's 96 cents for 4 ounces, we're going to look at what is the cost for 1 ounce. So let's just do our work right here. So 96 cents for 4 ounces is 24 cents per ounce. I'm just going to put it right there, but 24 cents per ounce. So $3.25 for 13 ounces. Let's divide it by 13 to figure out the cost per ounce. Is 25 cents per ounce. So it's 1 cent per ounce more. And if it's $6.48 for 24 ounces, it is 27 cents per ounce. So which package is the best value? The best value is the 4-ounce package for 96 cents because we're only paying 24 cents per ounce. How much better per ounce is it? Well, looking at the next closest one, it is 1 cent per ounce cheaper. So how much better? It is 1 cent per ounce cheaper. Okay, unit rates with price. Good luck.